All right, so these are skills you are going to need in order to be successful the next 2 weeks. If you do not know how to do these 3 things, you are in big, big trouble. Okay? We are starting with a little calculator trick. You're going to love this one, I promise. Okay, yes, I promise. In this section, when we factor later this week, you have to be able to simplify a fraction. Now, you probably learned this in 3rd grade. You probably don't remember how to do it, and that's fine, because I'm going to show you the cheat to it. It's brainless. You just click a button a couple times, and that's it. So let's practice. We are going to do 63 over 98. So take your calculator, turn that bad boy on. Turn it on. Turn it on. Please turn on. There it is. Okay. Watch. It's this simple. First, type it in. 63 divided by 98. 63 divided by 98. That's it. Plus math. 63 divided by 98. And all we're going to do is click Math, Enter, Enter. The Math button is right here under the green button. Math, Enter, Enter. 63 over 98 simplifies to 9 over 14. That is it. That is it. Literally, that's it. It's an awesome thing to know how to do. It's brainless. You just need to remember math, enter, enter. So if I ever talk about simplifying a fraction, or I say the words math, enter, enter, this is what I'm talking about. Now let's do another one, and then you'll be able to knock the rest out. The next one is 8 over 6. So type in 8 divided by 6, and you click math, enter, enter. Math, enter, enter. And it simplifies to 4/3. That's it. Okay, I'll do one more with you, and then I think you guys got it. 3 12s. 3 divided by 12.
1/4.
Math, enter, enter. And we get 1/4.
Literally 2/4.
That is it.
That was funny.
Number 3 is 3 over 5. Agree? 18/54 is 1 over 3. Everyone agree? Agreed. That is easy. That is one skill you need to have the next couple weeks. Super important. If you can't simplify a fraction, you're going to get some problems wrong. So just remember, math, enter, enter. Yeah. Okay, next. Second skill we have to have in this class. Look. Shh.
No.
We must be able to find greatest common factor. If you cannot find greatest common factors, you will not be able to be successful when we factor. Everyone right now, make sure you have eyes on this cheat sheet. This is your secret to success with greatest common factor. This right here makes this so easy. I'm going to teach you how to use it. Ready?
Yes. Not really.
Okay. We are finding the greatest common factor between 12, 21, and 36. Remember, greatest common factor means what is the largest number that I can divide all 3 numbers by. So, our first number is 12. Go find number 12 on this factor sheet. Go find 12. Yeah.
1, 12, 2, 6, 3, 4.
So, you're right. We're going to get there. So, 12. What are all the ways to make 12? Look at it. 1 and 12.
2 and 6.
2 and 6. And 3 and 4. Again, Right on the factor sheet. Those are all the ways to make it. Now we go to 21. Go look at for 21. 1 and 21. 3 and 7. Now go look and find 36. There's a lot of them.
Bro, why are you going so fast?
What are the 5 ways to make 36? That is one of them. 1 and 36. 218. 312. 49. And 66. These are all factors of our 3 numbers. Now, all you have to do is figure out what's the biggest number all 3 have in common. That's why it's called the greatest common factor. What's the largest common factor all of them have?
6.
24, 17, 63, negative 7. Are we yelling numbers? 3. 3.
You want to talk about me?
3. 3. 111 is true. Is that bigger than 3 though?
No.
The largest number all 3 have in common is 3. You're right. 12 and 36 have a 6. 12 and 36 have 12, but they all 3 have to have them. The GCF is 3. Okay. Example 2. Same thing. Find the greatest common factor of 8, 4, and 20.
16.
How easy does this make it?
16.
This factor sheet makes it way easier. Use it. What are all the ways to make 8?
4. The greatest common factor is 4. I'm calling. Never mind.
8. We can do 1 and 8, 2 and 4. If we go to 4,
I think it's number 4.
1 and 4,
Could be 2. Never know.
2 and 2.
Yay.
20. 1 and 20, 2 and 10, 4 and 5. What's the largest number all 3 have in common?
4.
4. 4. 4. Yes, they do all have a 2 in common. Yes, they do all have a 1 in common. But it's not the greatest. 4 is the greatest. If it just said, what is the common factor? Sure, 2 is a common factor, but not the greatest common factor. All right, you guys do example 3 and 4. Oh, did I not write it? GCF?
Bro, you see what happens when I do this? You can't do this, man. Look.
As we got so much ink on
Man, why you do this, bro?
All right, here we go. I'm going to have to go through and crop out a bunch of things. Okay, here we go. Last thing we're doing. Flip your page. The last thing we are going to do is a fun little brain teaser. Are you excited?
So far, I was quite literally just about to say, at least this is easier than the last one. And
Okay,
then
here
you
we
do
go.
this BS.
Here we go. These are the most important things. Okay, here we go. Focus, focus, focus. Welcome to your first little factor puzzle. This is your introduction to the X method. You will start to hear that a lot. X method, X method, X method. This is just a little practice. Ready? Our goal right now, and if you know the answers, please don't shout out, because some people you'll see are just real good at finding these. Some people will struggle. Some people will be meh. But if you know answers, don't shout it out. Make people work for it. We need to find 2 numbers. They can be the same number. They could be different numbers. They could be positive, negative. Who knows? But we are trying to find 2 numbers that when you multiply them together, they give you negative 48. But when you add them together, you get 2. So here's how we're going to do it. We're going to start by step 1. Draw an X.
I learned this before.
Draw an X. On the top of your X, you're gonna write what we're multiplying to, negative 48. What you're trying to add to, you write on the bottom, 2. We need to multiply to the top, add to the bottom. Okay, that's step 1. We filled out part of our X. We need to figure out what our winner chicken dinners are. Okay, step 2. Since we have to multiply to get negative 48, we need to find all of the factors for 48. So guess what we're going to take out?
148.
Take out your factor sheet. We got 148,
224.
148, 224,
316.
316,
412.
412,
68.
and 68. Okay. That is step 2. We listed out all of our factors. Now, this is the hard part. It can be tricky sometimes. These numbers all multiply to 48, but we want them to multiply to negative 48, which means one of my numbers would have to be negative. The question is, do I make all of my small numbers negative on the left side, or all of my big numbers on the right side? And here's how we tell. They have to add up to whatever's on the bottom. They have to add up to 2. Okay, watch. If I make all of my smaller numbers negative, then what happens is when I add them together, when I add these together, it'll still be positive. If I made all of my bigger numbers negative, then the negatives win, and my answer or my addition will still be negative. So since my bottom number is positive, I want my bigger numbers to be positive, and I want my smaller numbers to be negative. So we're going to make all of those negative. All the smaller numbers are negative. Okay, and now what I need to do is I need to figure out which one of these pairs, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs of numbers to check. We need to figure out which of these will add up to 2 and be my winner chicken dinner. Okay, if I look at my first one, we just, in our calculator, negative 1 plus 48. You just check them all. What's negative 1 plus 48?
47.
47. Is that 2? No, it can't be that one. You can even cross out. Not that one. Negative 2 and 24, what's that add up to? That adds up to 22. Is that 2? Negative 3 and 16, does that add up to 2? Which one's it going to be? Negative 6 and 8 adds up to 2. That is my winner. Write it on your left and right. Negative 6 and 8. Winner. That's it. That's your little factor puzzle. That's all there is to it. Negative 6 and 8 multiply together to give us negative 48. But when you add these together, negative 6 plus 8, you get 2. Those are our winners. The only pair that works. Okay.
You was learning this in primary?
Ready? We go again.
Oh.
Okay, there's a typo. I think your sheet says positive 60. It should be negative 60. Okay, go ahead and try. Start by drawing your X and putting the right number on the top and bottom. Really?
So it's negative 4 too.
Draw your X. You should put negative 60 on top, negative 4 on bottom. After you draw your X, go ahead and start filling out your factors. Oh, that's these two numbers. Negative 6 and 8. Those are the. Yep, you're good. Bigger number should be negative since the bottom is negative. Okay, here we go. Watch. Step 2, you found your factors. Class, which number should be negative? The bigger or the little?
The bigger?
The bigger number. Since the bottom's negative, the bigger numbers are negative.
Don't you ever do that.
After you figure out which numbers are negative, remember you check. You add them together. 1 and negative 60, add. 2 and negative 30, add. Which of these add up to negative 4? Huh? If we make the smaller ones negative, then all of them will add up to a positive number. But we want them to add up to a negative number, so we make the bigger numbers negative. It is the last one. 6 and negative 10 add up to negative 4. 6 and negative 10 are our winner. Chicken dinner. The end.